Hey folks, Optimus Prime here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, been wanting to get to dive into something pretty special, a head-to-head comparison of the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime and Studio Series 86 Megatron figures. These are obviously the two most iconic Transformers, especially when it comes to G1 continuity, and they've been reimagined for the Studio Series line, and been a lot of talk about like how do these two figures stack up against each other. So I want to just go ahead and dive right in. So first impressions, obviously both figures cut an impressive presence. I do want to call out right off the top, my Optimus Prime is modded. So I am using the head sculpt off of the NB01 Killing Arm kit that includes the Megatron gun from the Energon, the Skybound comic series, and the Shockwave metal exhaust pipes. But other than that, there's nothing that's going to affect aesthetically the look of Optimus on the exterior. So right off the jump, Megatron is a little bit taller, and I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with Megatron having a slightly larger presence. Obviously, when you look at the back of the figures, Megatron is pretty clean. Optimus, because of the transformation, does have a pretty substantial backpack compared to Megatron, but I don't think it's as bad as we first saw when we first got Optimus Prime last year in the release. But I mean, having these two figures side to side next to each other or facing off, I mean, they pose such an incredible presence next to each other. And when you're thinking about recreating any of the 86 scenes in photography or diorama shots, like, you need to have these two figures, and you need to have them in scale of each other. And that was one thing that we saw with Earthrise Prime and Siege Megatron. Earthrise was a leader, but really a Voyager with extra accessories. Megatron is a Voyager. Here we have the same thing. Optimus is a commander, but really a leader in regards to size with extra accessories, and Megatron is a leader. Now, do I think that they could have made Megatron as a leader, as a commander figure, included more? Yeah, that's personally how I think it should have gone, but we'll get there as we get there. Now, in regards to sculpt and detail, it's exceptional. You can tell that there was a lot of care and thought to try to capture the look of the 86 movie, especially with Prime. I mean, the G1 animated appearance looks like it got sculpted with near perfect proportions. Megatron, specifically because of the fact that he does transform into a tank versus the iconic P-38 Walther, I mean, this looks like 86 Megatron. Like, this looks like the absolute animation model. A couple of nitpicks. So obviously there's been a lot of talk about the fusion cannon, that it's not being as big as it should be. Yes, I agree. The scowl is great, but would have been great if we had maybe like an additional head sculpt that had like a maniacal laugh or something. Yes, absolutely. And then going back to Optimus, I mean, you look at this and you say, yeah, okay, that's obviously animation style G1 Optimus Prime. From the Autobot badge, the lack of a lot of molded, extraneous details in regards to like a lot of the Siege or Earthrise figures, minus the backpack, the clean profile, the way the alt mode is hidden away from the transformation, so you don't see obvious bits of truck kibble on robot mode. I mean, it really sells the fact that this is a robot that's going to transform into an iconic truck. So absolutely nails the look of both. Now, when it's come to articulation, there are some minor differences. So Prime has about a 90-degree bend when it comes to the elbow. Megatron, a little bit more than 90. So, waist swivel. They both have waist swivels. Optimus's weight swivel feels a little bit more substantial, like it doesn't feel as floppy. Both have butterfly joints, so both can go backwards and forwards. A necessity for transformation, especially on Megatron. But with Megatron, sometimes it can easily get a bit more out of place. On Optimus, especially for my copy, you really have to force the butterfly articulation. And then with the head movement on my stock Megatron, you see there's not a lot of up and down. You get a little bit of wiggle, and obviously from side to side because it's on the ball joint. On my Optimus Prime, since this is using the NB01 head, there is a little added piece to allow him to look up far more substantially. So again, just full disclosure, this is not using the complete stock head. You don't get a lot of side to side, like a little bit, and of course you get the rotation. Would have been nice if the figures have been engineered out of the box with a little bit more head and neck articulation. Yes, absolutely. But you can get some decent poses out of both. And now we have both Megatron and Optimus Prime in vehicle mode. Just to save some space, I do not have the trailer out. I will talk about the trailer and accessories. And just to, first things first here, the alt mode of Prime is the more superior mode. I know the tank mode for Megatron is based off of I believe they said in the live stream when they revealed it, was based off a 1980s Soviet tank. So there is some real world model that the tank is based off of. But I mean, Prime's cab over truck mode is just the far superior alt mode. It just feels more secure. There's less gribbly bits. It looks like a cohesive alt mode. And when you add the trailer in, it just completes the look. Megatron, the transformation is just not as fun or exciting as Prime's. There's definitely a lot of engineering that went into this. Especially how a lot of the tank details of like the treads and everything is actually hidden inside the lower half of the wheels. A lot of the engineering is incredible, but at times it does feel a little over-engineered. And obviously the turret can rotate, which is great, but it turrets off of an odd position and it just doesn't look quite that right. So I am glad that the design team prioritized the robot mode versus the tank mode. It is what it is in the United States. We're not getting gun Megatron. Like, it is what it is. So I'm glad they prioritized the robot mode over the alt mode, because that is the superior mode. Where compared to Optimus Prime, there definitely seems to be more of a balance of robot mode and alt mode. Like, you feel like you get the best of both options with Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime versus 86 Megatron. Like with Prime, you can display him in robot mode or truck mode, and you feel like this is an outstanding display piece. With Megatron, definitely the transformation and the alt mode, the tank mode, is not its best form. And when we talk about accessories, I mean, that's where Studio Series 86 Prime kills it. You obviously got Prime's traditional ion cannon, but it does come with a trailer. And the trailer is great because, unlike the Earthrise trailer, it actually includes a lot of stuff. And again, my Prime does have some upgrade kits, so it's not completely stock. But for the most part, you do get included. This is from a third-party accessory kit, the jetpack, so that does not come with it. But you get the repair drone, you get roller, the Energon axe, which he never actually used in the 86 movie. You get 2 blast effects, The trailer also includes storage for the jump flame effect in the infamous scene where he transforms in midair. I mean, this Prime it comes with everything you would need for that classic and definitive 86 Optimus Prime look. Bringing Megatron back out in regards to his accessories, this is it. You get Megatron in his 86 alt mode, the correct alt mode, the gun, which honestly, it doesn't look as good as what came in the Centurion accessory pack, which I don't have. And then you get the infamous laser sword that he used to injure Prime during their climactic duel in Autobot City. Now, what would have been great is if this was removable and maybe cast in a clear purple plastic, so as you're taking photos, you can distinguish between this being ignited and not being ignited, but you don't get any blast effects. And the cannon here is blast effect compatible, which is great. Uses the typical 5mm, but inside it's not. So you have to find different blast effects that's going to work with this. So it would have been great if this also included blast effects. If you got the gun that Megatron used to mortally injure Prime, if maybe you got some stuff that you've seen in like the Masterpiece version, like the Keter Vector Sigma or Kremsiak, or just something. And that's where I think that maybe what Hasbro should have done is upscale this to a quote-unquote commander, which meant you would have still got the same parts piece for the robot, but you would get a lot more pieces for accessories, where we could have had a fully more kitted out 86 Megatron. Hell, even include a tape for 86 Soundwave, which we know has been on leak lists for quite some time. Like maybe include Laserbeak, seeing how it's a very common image of having Laserbeak perched on Megatron's arm, including Soundwave. So when it comes to value, even though Studio Series 86 Prime is a lot more in regards to money, you do feel like you're getting your money's worth, especially when you're looking at the box. When you're opening the box of 86 Megatron, it feels really empty, and that's a damn shame. So my final thoughts for this head-to-head, I do love both figures. I think they're fantastic. If I had to pick one that I like over the other, I would have to give a slight edge to Optimus Prime, but they were designed obviously to display together. It's a great balance between what we want as collectors and playability, so what we've come to expect from the Studio Series line. So that was my review and overall comparison of SS86 Prime and Megatron. We'll love to know, what do you think of these figures? Do folks have a favorite between the two? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this comparison, please hit that like button and subscribe for more Transformers reviews. I also do Marvel Legends, DC McFarlane, Jada Street Fighter, and Storm Arena Street Fighter, and other collectibles. Also, check out the links below for various social media such as Threads, Instagram, TikTok. I'm also going to link in the description the MGO316 Just Transform It videos, because without those, I would have a hard time transforming any of my figures. That's always my go-to for when I'm looking on how to actually transform some of these new Transformers. So team, until the next video, keep transforming and rolling out, keep enjoying the hobby, keep playing, displaying, photographing your figures, and just have fun. Peace out, y'all.